Guys, I think I did it. I created the best NBA era ever. Alright guys, so today's video we'll be starting a new series where I'm playing as the Washington Wizards, and they're basically all created characters, and I have some other teams with all created players, but we're going to be following the Washington Wizards in their new dynasty. Alright, let's get into the video.
Young. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the San Antonio Spurs. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Here's Speedy. Right wing. Here's the prodigy. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Webb. And these teams, Clark, each have impressive assist totals. 2 of the best passing teams in the league.
No question about it, Kevin. I love the way these teams share the ball. It finds the open guy with both of these teams. The sharp movement of the ball and players, beautiful to watch.
When you get a look that close in, it is a great possession.
Pass to the monster. Here's Speedy. He takes it in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, love his mindset. Go to the basket. Be aggressive.
Right side, Leonard. Pass to Webb. Spurs passing it around. With the drive, the monster, and it's blocked by Jordan. Harris against Webb. Here's Insanity to the inside. And Washington again with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to the monster. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Jordan. Can't get the tip in. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Harris. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Cameron. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Wizards second. In fourth, the Spurs.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
O'Neal's checked in for the Wizards. Rodman, he's checked in for the Spurs. The monster passes to Gibson. On the wing, Rodman. Misses the 3. Washington leading now by 3. And the basket by Speedy. Speedy's got 8 points.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The monster passes to Leonard. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here is the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Gibson. Still scoreless. Here's Insanity. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Leonard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. They need this. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody around. Offline with his three.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
They get it again. The prodigy, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's the monster. He had 15 points last outing. It's good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to the prodigy, to the middle. O'Neal with it. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Here's Speedy, just 4 to shoot. Here's Insanity. Off target with his three. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Rodman. Good, and Abdul-Jabbar gets the assist. Rodman's got it back down to within single digits for San Antonio. Here's Insanity, defended by Rodman. Pass to Speedy for three. Good if it goes. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Washington.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Here's O'Neal. Following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's for three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Pierce, terrific off the catch and shoot. So smooth with that stroke.
Here's Rodman.
Oh, my goodness. Come on now.
Caught the defense sleeping and sets up a wide open shot.
To the wing right side. Back to Pierce. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's stolen by Berton. Pass to Rodman. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Washington making a change here. Harris is checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Parker's checked in. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Webb's checked in for San Antonio. Now, here is O'Neal. Still yet to score. Here's Cameron. Oh, good on that one. Great D that time from Green. Here's Webb. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Washington leading now by 7. Stolen away. The monster passes to Rodman. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Speedy. Guarded by Webb. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Wednesday, they will start out on the road to play the Bucks in Milwaukee. And then on Friday, they'll be playing the Nuggets in Denver. That one is off. Even for those, Greg, who started the season in prime condition, they've got to be feeling some wear and tear, I would think, by now.
At this stage, I'd be feeling it at the end of game 1. But you're right. The NBA season grinds you down fast, and everyone is feeling it.
Insanity has checked in for Daniel House. Pass to Speedy. No good from the low block.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
That free throw, no good. And Washington making a change here. Jordan's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And what you love about him is he's a team-first guy, willing to do whatever it takes to win.
To the inside. Cephalosha's shot is good. Cephalosha's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Outside, Green. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Jordan. Rodman with the block. And they'll keep possession. And they pick up 2.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And stolen by Jordan. Harris with it. Picked up by Rodman. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That free throw missing. The doctor's checked in for the Monster. And he can't hit the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the bucket by the Wizards. Now, here is Webb. Tight defense on him. They kick it out to Green. Just 2 to shoot. Basket is good. The assist from Webb.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. San Antonio making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
Number 9, Tony Parker.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Jordan, the pass to Cephalosha. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Cephalosha's got 4 this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
For the Wizards, O'Neal's check in for Jordan. The prodigy comes in for Cephalosha. And Daniel House subbed in for Speedy. Leonard, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Monster comes in for Parker. Now here is Harris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. One-on-one here. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Webb.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Outside Gibson. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. Rejected by Harris. Pass to Insanity. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 13. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, he's somebody his guys like playing with because he does whatever is necessary to win.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
For the Wizards, Jordan's checked in for O'Neal, and Speedy's subbed in for Daniel House. Then for the Spurs, Davis Bertans checks in for Webb, and it's Green in for the Monster. And Insanity picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Daniel House is checked in for Washington. Back to Bertans. And an intentional foul right there. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Teams in the penalty. At the line for the Spurs.
No good on that one.
Bertans. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Here's Speedy. The three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Washington Wizards going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which ones knock it over. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Wizards.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen Speedy really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Now here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the basket by Webb.
Confident shot. Knew he wanted to fire and did not hesitate.
The monster passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's the monster. Tries it from the top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. The monster's got his third bucket of the night. Cameron, the pass to Harris. Here's Insanity. Buries it from three-point range.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
A three. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from the monster.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here's Speedy. 8 points for him. Harris inside. Pass to the Prodigy. Good. Nice job down low. The Prodigy's got his second basket of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And it's all about hustle in transition, especially when you're trying to stay ahead on the break.
That's tipped. Here's Insanity, defended by Gibson. And he gets it to go. And now it's an 11-point Washington lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Kick Kicks it out to Leonard, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
No good on the quick three. Here's the Prodigy. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Back to Jordan. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Abdul-Jabbar leading the break. And Gibson kicks to Leonard, and so they choose to intentionally foul. O'Neal's checked in for Harris. And San Antonio also making a switch. Rodman, he's checked in for Webb. Here's Gibson off with the layup.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now, here's O'Neal. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And so the ball out of bounds. Rodman touched it last. Gibson with the steal. The monster passes to Gibson, and it's blocked. Rodman against O'Neal. Driving in, and that one is good. And the Wizards lead by 13.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Stripped away. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Insanity. Offensive rebound. O'Neal. The layup off target. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Lays it up off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10.
Attack mode for sure. Took it right into the defender's chest.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Here's Cameron. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. 12 points for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Insanity. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And they recover it. Here's Jordan. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Speedy, defended by Gibson. Here's Speedy on the wing, Cephalosha. From deep three-point land. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Washington Wizards. Their lead at 15 going into the... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs trail by 15, and it's Big Dog with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Timeout, Wizards. the Wizards. Hampton's checked in for Harris. Pierce comes in for O'Neal. And Jordan subbed in for Insanity. Then for the Spurs, Leonard comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. And the Doctor subbed in for Tony Parker. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Green. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And San Antonio has possession. It's a 16-point game.
Superb D. I like seeing him be this active and engaged.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. The Wizards working the ball around now. The shot by Pierce will not go. Spurs trail by 16. Rodman with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Hampton kicks to Jordan. And there's the drive. And he comes up with the deuce. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Washington.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Rodman, and Rodman with the slam.
What a finish, just powering it down.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Washington. And it's Pierce in the corner. Jordan outside. Pierce dishes to Jordan. And shot on the way. That one rolling around and rims out. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Rodman. And Rodman with the slam.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jordan up top, headed by Green. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Harris is checked in for Cephalosha. The Prodigy comes in for Paul Pierce. Insanity, he's checked in for Daniel House. And Speedy subbed in for Hampton. San Antonio also making some changes. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Rodman. And the Monsters subbed in for Danny Green. And Leonard gets it to go.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Here's Speedy, fires the three. The Prodigy's shot is good.
Boy, gets rid of it so quickly. Excellent passing ability.
Spurs trail by 18. Here's Webb. There's the killer two-handed slam.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's the Prodigy. And the foul on the Monster. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Insanity. Rebound San Antonio. Offside, Abdul-Jabbar. Gibson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. It's deflected. Goes back up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. From the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Harris misses. Spurs trail by 13. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Basket is good. The assist from Webb. Now that's 17 points for Champ.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Wizards.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in the 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jordan.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Cameron, got a piece of it. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A confident win.